Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They're just marching in and already threatening in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Handoff from the gun. And some room to work. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Caught over the middle, it's Lane. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Beck's going for the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. He lobs one high down the left side. Complete downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The inside handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Virgil. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes a grab past the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throws to the back. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to march in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Flips it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Works the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That zone blitz causing some confusion up front, and they're able to pay it off with a sack.
Well, you never know who's coming in that zone blitz. Like a lot of times you're dropping a defensive end or you're dropping a defensive tackle and bringing linebackers, and it's very abnormal. It's a good thing to mix in to confuse quarterbacks, and it worked there, and that's why the defense got the sack.
Across the 45. Turning it on. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
That is a crazy sequence of events because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on first down. Now you've got them in second in California thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Strachan. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
To the air. It's Mayava. Dumps it to the back. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 18 to Pittsburgh. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Douglas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Morton. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Finds a man on the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The throw. Firing to the right, complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Maiava. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Coming up, 4th down.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
USC.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
To throw, it's Maiava. This time he's got his man. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the left side. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Using the quick game. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Throws it in.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
There is something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Bringing the heat. The short hands, it's Virgil. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Dropping back, it's Morton. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock?
And he loses the football. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Gives it on the option. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
He's tackled at the 20-yard line. Brings up second down.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a crease. It's Joyner. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The throw. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Man, it's tough offensively. It's 3rd and long. You know you're probably going to see zone coverage, so timing has to be so good to fit it into a tight window. They just couldn't get it done on that last throw.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, then they've got to take a timeout. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Oh, they're after it! And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Smashes through the tackle.
Job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He makes a catch. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Morton. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burgers are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through